In this video I am charging my £500 SsangYong Rodius with just the power of the sun. And my SsangYong Rodius has a problem. The alternator is not working. It's the alternator that takes engine power and turns it into electricity to charge your battery. Your battery powers all your electrical stuff, your lights, wipers, aircon, etc. And that's not working on this car. But it occurred to me, I've got a Jackery 3000 V2 solar power bank. Can I run my car on that? It is currently charging on the sun, although it's gone a bit overcast at the moment. You can still see we're pulling almost 37 watts of power, even with heavy cloud, and the battery charger is taking about 47 watts out. So very, very slowly, that enormous power bank with over 3 kilowatt capacity is being drained, but it should last plenty long enough for me to go for a drive, and I have good reason to go for a drive. See, to get back from Essex, I bought 2 car batteries, thinking that I would need to get me 300 miles and about 6 hours down the road. I was wrong. This battery, completely unused. Haven't taken the caps off. It's still actually got one of the transport plugs in. I'm not sure where the other one has gone to. I have actually got the receipt, amazingly. So I'm going to drive to GSF Car Parts in Carmarthen, and hopefully I'm going to get a refund on my unused battery. So we're proving it will charge even on a cloudy day. If I wasn't using it, I'm actually drawing slightly more than we're pulling from the sun at the moment, but there's plenty of capacity in this Jackery unit. Really is very, very useful. Look at the outputs we've got. I can run my car accessories off it, 4 USB outputs and 3 13 amp pure sine wave power points as well. My jump pack is plugged in at the moment. It is not drawing very much power, but if we come across to here, we can see that the battery is healthy because it's being charged. Anything over 12 volts and this battery is being charged. When I've got the engine running, it's staying around 11 volts. It is not charging. So in theory, this will allow me to drive down the road business as usual and not have to worry about my battery going flat. I think we need to put that to the test. Now, as tempting as it is to try and strap the solar panel to the roof, I don't think that's quite going to work. I'd be very worried about it coming free. So we won't be taking the solar panel, but with 47% capacity, I've still got well over 1,000 watts of power sitting in that little power pack right there. So that should be more than enough. But before we go, let's just have a quick fleet update. Also looking peculiar, my Aussie barge, which I've arrived in today, and that's going very well. Apart from that, the air conditioning is noisy. I haven't got that fixed yet, and it's going to be the hottest week of the year so far. Great. We've got lots of miles to do in this car. Just my luck. The Daihatsu still awaiting shock absorbers. I've got to buy the shock absorbers and the kits and everything. That still needs to happen. That's starting to get pushed back towards the next payday, sadly. The Invacar has been out. I was at Aberrare Vintage Show yesterday. There has either been a report or there will be a report soon on that show. Ellie the 2CV still got bottom end issues on her crankshaft in the engine, so she's on minimal duty at the moment, coming out for the odd blast. Bella de Bolingo is resting because we have not sold Bella de Bolingo. The Pajero has gone, as you can see, definitely gone. The Panda is also just resting. That's on standby. If we need a car at a push, the Panda becomes it. Otherwise, it's waiting for little Miss Hubnut to pass her driving test, which will hopefully happen in the future. I'm not specifying exactly when. What we're missing is Desmond the Perodua Canary, who's at home today, because Miss Hubnut tends to use Desmond on occasion, and the Velsatis. The mighty Velsatis is with Whiteland Restorations, having some bodywork done, and then that will be coming back and that will be for sale. And it has to go because I've got an enormous whale that needs some expenditure too. Right, just before we put this rig away, don't forget we've got a discount code down in the description. I'll get you a small % off the Jackery 3000 and it earns us a little commission, just to be open about that. But yeah, let's get it packed up and we'll get on our way. I've got to find some way of making the cable neatly come in through that window. Well, there we go. We got the Jackery connected up. There's actually a foam block just there, so it's just taking the weight off that, ensuring that's not getting pinched in there. That would be bad. Then we're just coming in through the window, hoping it doesn't rain, into there, and I've got the Jackery secured in the passenger seat. I haven't got my seatbelt on. It's very angry about it. Oh, there we go. We are up and running. The battery is charging from the Jackery. We should be good to go down the road. I'm going to do a quick wiper test because I want to know, are the wipers faster now because it's seeing more volts? Oh, look at Betty the Aussie Ford, isn't she beautiful? Oh yeah, I only seem to have washers on one of the wiper blades though. I might have to look into that, clogged jet. But yeah, there is overlap, no triangle of doom. Seems a bit happier. Haven't actually given you a rear wiper test yet, so here goes. If I can work out how to do it. Is it backwards or is it twist? Oh, it's a button down here, I remember. I think I need a new rear wiper blade, you know. That's terrible. Just also shows you how tiny the rear window is. But there we go. All good. We've got the stereo up and running. Everything is working as it should. Nice. Right, let's get down the road. Look, it shows you the gear. Sorry, it's really unstable ground. I like that. I don't know why. Never had an automatic that shows you the gear. But battery light still showing because the alternator is not putting out any output, even though we are actually charging the battery at the moment. It won't see the battery voltage, only the alternator output, which it knows is below where it should be. Right, off we go to Carmarthen, which is about 30 miles away. Well, we're getting down the road, everything's working nicely. I can't shut that window, of course, because there's a cable coming through it. But nonetheless, the battery is being charged, and yeah, we're getting down the road. So it's not the neatest solution, but it does work. And if I'd had the foresight, knowing that this car probably had charging issues when I bought it, I should have taken the Jackery with me when I went to collect it. That is fair enough as an observation. But yeah, I'm just happy this works. It means I can actually drive my car while I'm waiting for my alternator. One is on order, but I'm using auto dock, so God knows when it'll actually turn up. And there could be other issues. It could not be the alternator, but in my experience, I'd say a good 90% of non-charging faults are alternator. It could be it's the brush pack, it could be it's the regulator, the diodes, whatever. Stuff that's quite easily rebuilt, but in the heart of the moment you just don't know. And when we collected this, when I was at Nino's, our solution was change the alternator, and when that didn't come through, we'd eaten through too much time to start investigating anything else. I just had to get down the road. I had to get back to Wales. So maybe I'll still explore the old one, because used alternators for the Rodius are still quite expensive, like 90 quid. So if I can fix the alternator for less than 90 quid, I could potentially flog it and be in profit, or keep it as a good spare. Although if I bought a new alternator, you'd hope that'd be it for a goodly while, wouldn't you? And that brings us to another issue. I wasn't meant to be keeping this car. This was meant to be a flipper. Get it, have some fun, get it down the road. But you know what? I actually like it. I don't like that rattling noise that seems to be coming from the back. Maybe it's the rear seat. Maybe it's something in here. Yeah, let's hope so. Or the spare wheel that's still floating around in the boot. But yeah, I do like it. It's just a nice thing to drive. It makes a nice noise. It's nice and effortless. It hasn't got the ride comfort of a Berlingo. Few things have, to be fair. But it's really not bad. And you've got this commanding driving position where you feel like you're driving an SUV, but you're not driving an SUV. You're actually driving something that's useful and has load space. So, oh, I've just had an email pinging because I actually put this car's details into CarWow to see could I get my money back, and if I traded it straight in with CarWow now rather, they reckon I could get 581 quid. With all these things, there's a big asterisk next to that number. There's no guarantee, but yeah, the sensible thing to do would have been to just go, give me money, have this. I might make a slight profit, at least no loss. But I bought the batteries. I'm invested now, and there's other improvements I want to make. I think we can turn this into a really nice daily driver, and that is still very much my intent. So yeah, see how we go. Anyway, on to Carmarthen. Well, we're over halfway there now, but I thought I'd better issue a few important caveats. Firstly, don't necessarily do what I'm doing. I've no idea if this is good for the battery charger or not. I'm hoping it doesn't kill it. It's quite a useful thing to have. Secondly, obviously a battery charger puts out far lower voltage than the alternator does. The alternator, this one is rated 140 amps. So when the alternator's working, it is flinging a lot of electricity around. And it needs to. It's a big 2.7 litre diesel engine. So the starter motor is going to drain the battery quite a bit. It's got to try and top that up as quickly as possible. So if I was having to use lights, wipers, aircon and everything, the battery's probably still going to go down anyway. The battery charger, it isn't designed to replace an alternator. We're just being a bit silly for the joys of the internet. But over halfway now, so yeah, we're going to find out. Are GSF going to give me my money back? Well, pleasingly, no quibble. You go on the GSF website, it does say any parts, as long as you haven't fitted them or anything, they offer you 60 days to return it for a full refund. So I hope this sort of makes up for the fact I've just borrowed a battery from them to give them a bit of a promo, because very helpful representatives both sides in Chelmsford and here in Carmarthen. So now all I need to do, my car, it took a while, there was a bit of a queue, very busy. But of course my car has sat there still charging the battery while I've been waiting. So let's go and jump in it and drive back home then, another 30 miles. Right, here's a fun game for you. We're still going to go back home, there's another 30 miles. The Jackery here is still just ticking away, doing its thing. It was on 47% when we left. So what do you think it'll be on when we get back? Place your bets now, because I'm going back. Well, actually, I might go and find the Greggs first. Where's the Greggs? And now I can make use of my picnic little bench table thing, which is at a slightly strange angle. It's not very upright, and the drinks holder doesn't fit my bottle of smoothie. And I know I've had smoothies before and people have gone, it's full of sugar, you know. Yes, but it's natural sugar. You eat fruit, you're going to get sugar, and delicious, and vitamins and stuff. So I'm going to tuck into my perhaps not so nutritious Greggs. Right then, suitably refreshed, on we go. I don't think that was me. Is that a tiny dog? I think somewhere there must be an absolutely tiny dog. Or an angry budgie, one of the two. Can I give you another reason why GSF Car Parts is awesome? The branch here in Carmarthen, one of the people working here appears to have a K10 Micra. Winning. Well, we are back. There is Betty. We are back to the unit. How much do you think it used? It's on 41%, so we've used 6% of battery. I even charged my mobile phone for a bit as well, because obviously we've got the USB connectivity as well. In fact, it's just dropped to 40, because of course it is still going. I don't think it's charged the battery up really, but it has maintained it, the battery on the car, that is. So does it work? Yes. Is it the best idea? Not necessarily, but it might get you out of a bind if you've got a Jackery 3000 V2 unit. So it's definitely been an interesting experiment today. And just as a point of interest, our resting battery voltage is now 12.4 volts. So it's pretty close to charged actually. You can see the green indicator down here. That means it's okay. So the charger has done its thing. It's not running at the moment. It's unplugged, just to confirm, not actually plugged in. And yeah, 12.4 is kind of where you want your healthy battery voltage to be. So it has done what we've needed to do today. Thanks, Jackery. But there we go. Yeah, just proving what a useful little unit this is, even if this was just a silly internet experiment. But yeah, I use this thing all the time. It's mega useful. Being able to charge using just the power of the sun, absolutely brilliant. So huge thanks to Jackery for sponsoring this video and helping keep projects like this ridiculous lump of South Korean metal going along. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Look at this odd couple, aren't they amazing? And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell. Little bit bonus extra content. The passenger window not working. I think the problem is in this switch. This is on my Australian Ford. Right, moment of truth. Oh, look at that. So the problem is in here. I've got to take this trim off now and fit that to that before we can refit it to the car. There we go, job's a good one. That one works. Oh, the rear ones don't seem to work. In fact, that feels entirely broken. Oh, I think this is the aftermarket for you. So this was all broken when it came out, the switch. And can you see the brass contact down there? There's meant to be two of them, one either side. But look at the state of the glue. Has been bodged together. So I think I'm going to have to dismantle the original and we'll try and make that work. I've got the switch out. This is the broken switch. And I wonder if it's because, look at the state of this. It's absolutely mushroomed. So rather than swap the whole switch over, because that'll be shiny and it'll look out of place compared to these original switches, I'm going to see if I can swap these black bits for these white bits. There we go. They're both looking of a shape. So what happens is they press on those brass rockers in there and rock them back and forward. It's quite difficult to get it to focus on those. So let's have another go. No. I got up, I haven't got down. Oh, I have. Yep, that's trying to... I can't really get both in. Oh no, we can. There we go. There we go. So that one's working. Passenger side, driver's side. We have a fully functioning switch again. So nasty and awful as this presumably aftermarket switch is, it has yielded a tiny little piece that has saved our bacon. All it was just that mushroomed bit of plastic, I think. That's a problem to focus on. So that switch was sent to me probably 4 years ago, just after I brought Betty over here to the UK. I've no idea who sent it. I'm sorry, I've kind of forgotten. A few people have sent parts, but thank you. You've got my windows working again. Now I just got to sort out the aircon, but at least I can open the windows, so that's something. So little bonus extra tacked on the back of the SsangYong Madness. Oh.